Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of Coloma, the board game from Final Frontiers. Been looking forward to this one for a bit. As you can see, it is a game that takes about 60 to 90 minutes for 1 to 6 players, so it is soloable for ages 14 plus. You can see the back of the box here. You can see all the different things. So basically it's going to be like a frontier town where you're going to be doing a bunch of little things. I've been looking forward to this one for a bit. It's supposed to be like a worker placement-esque game. So, and I've heard good things about it. You can see here it's something we had on our shelf. MSRP is $70, so you might be able to find it cheaper. But let's go ahead and dive right on in. Really been wanting to... I'm trying to think if I've played any Final Frontiers. There's a lot of them I keep buying, but I just never get around to actually playing them. So hopefully this will be one of my first ones to finally get on the table. All right. I guess I could have shown, like, you can tell this is going to probably have some extra space. So I'm expecting a lot of cardboard in here. But, all right. Oh, still got that glare problem. All right, so off the bat here, we have the rule book. Feels pretty thick. Like I said, this is my first Final Frontiers game that I know of that I've gotten around to playing, so we'll see how this rule book plays out and whether the layout's good or not. All right, yep, we got the 2 to 6 player setup. I mean, it looks pretty basic. It looks like it's got good examples in it. Additional rules for 2 players. And from what I understand, you can have the player for solitaire, or the other player can be another player, I think is what someone told me in this. I'm not sure. I'll verify that once, you know, we'll definitely, since it's got soloable, I'll definitely get it to the table and try it out. Then it's got the optional modules here. We got a hotel building module. A 2-player variant. The Mule Duel. Pioneer Specialties. Alright. These look like player aids. There are 6 of them, so I'm going to assume yes. Kind of let you know. Because from what I understand, it's going to be an action selection game also, with the worker placement. And so you're going to place on one of these sites, and basically if someone else places with you, then it makes the site weaker. But if you're the only one that placed at a site, you get the stronger ability to it. So sounds like a cool little mini game. Got all the stuff you need here, let you know all the sites. Back's got all the symbols and the costs. So, and like I said, there's 6 of those. And they're actually, like, I don't want to say laminated, but they're pretty good. It's a good card stock. It's a thicker card stock. All right. Some of the first here, we got some barrels. Georgetown, Auburn, Hangtown, and Folsom. Maybe some random location type stuff. Looks like probably money, 1 and 5s. And then we got a badge, probably the first player marker. Sheriff of Coloma. This looks like a mining cart that we'll have to put together. Alright. So we got some more barrels. And this is the action selection thing. So each person's going to have a secretive wheel, and they're going to choose which selection or action they're going to and reveal at the same time. Not sure about these other things. We'll see when we put it all together. But yep, looks like more wheels and more barrels. And more of those things. Alright, yep, so that's all the cardboard. Not quite as much as I was thinking, which is good. Because I hate when they put a bunch of cardboard, because then when you go to put your stuff back in here, you have this loose spot, especially if you have to turn the game sideways. Alright, we got the board here. It looks like it is a 4-segment board. Or, ooh, no, actually. Sorry. Looks like it might be a 6-segment board. Oh. Why is it not cooperating? There we go. Try to show each segment. So we got like a map up here. From what I understand, this is bad guys that can raid the town. Mining for gold, or not mining, panhandling. There we go, panhandling for gold. Then we got the town, or what looks like, you know what, I'm just gonna fold it like this. But we got, looks like those little things I saw is probably gonna be what shops are open inside the town itself. This is the action selection board. So you're gonna have on there, and you can see the sites, and you'll put it on the thing. I know I got the other one already folded off, but you'll choose, and then it lets you know if you get to do both actions or just the one action. And then looks like a hotel information type stuff, just things you need to know. And then we saw like victory point type game where it goes around the board. Here's the solo mode manual. Oh, not even really a manual, just a 2-page thing on how to do the solo mode. And then we got a guide that's for the, lets you know each of the little things, the cards and the building segments. Pretty cool. I like it when games do that. Do I prefer if it's in one book or not? Don't matter to me, in my opinion. All right. And this is part of that center board from what I saw. All right. What is this? 3, 4, 5, 6 of them again. They all look the same, so I'm assuming each of these is per player, and it's just basically your player board, not just your player aid, just your player board for where you put stuff. Is the back and front different? Not that I can, oh no, they are, the front and back definitely are different. Actually, the fronts might even be different. Yeah, actually, the fronts are different. Just noticed, I'll bring the other two out. It's just on the top. Everything else looked exactly the same, but on the top here, these abilities. Like, it looks like these first ones are all the same, and then these are kind of mixed around. So, get my big thumb out of the way. Or not really my big thumb, just my sausage. There we go. All right, what we got here? This is one of those games. There is a deluxe version that is available. I did notice that it has about 6 extra cards to it. I don't know if it's got other stuff, but if I end up enjoying the game, I'll definitely look into the deluxe edition and do a box opening on it and show you the differences. But we got some Meeples here with the unique stickers, kind of. Actually, they're kind of, I forgot what it's called, but they're on there. It's not a sticker. It's kind of like etched, not really etched. My brain's not thinking right now what that is, but that's pretty nice, actually. I like that. All right. We got some more wood here. These look like tents, possibly, for each color. You can kind of see if I can get them. Yeah. So this looks like a bunch of tents, probably setting up in this boom town. All right, we got just the little black little things to put your spinner for your action selection together. And then it looks like a coin, probably for the first player marker. I'm not going to waste time and dig it out, just kind of show you what the coin looks like. It looks like it's plastic, but it's a kind of a thicker plastic. This is probably something to do with the gold, since it's a bunch of yellow cubes. Well, there's no black cubes. Usually that's what you do in the panhandling on these games. Other than that, it looks like we got a wooden chit for each player and some. Whereas one is just a regular black color. That's probably for the Otama. Well, nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's 6, so it's probably just one of the other colors. All right. 2 more bags of wooden stuff to go through here. We got mules or horses. We got some carrot looking things. And then it looks like there's a, I'm gonna dump it, well, I can just dump it out and clean up later. We got little wagons for each color. And there's some, looks like gray or silver for each of those things. Also, the mule, carrots. And then these, maybe these are the workers that you actually place. I don't know, there was those 6 different ones, so those might be each of the things. Because these look like little meeples, there's just a ton of different colored ones. Assuming black are the bandits, or maybe red are the bandits. Alright. And then we got some cards, which we'll go through here once we zoom in. Other than that, it looks like we got a segment, a nice insert here to fit everything. The key will be whether we can fit the cards in here with sleeves. But, alright, let's take a look at the cards. Alright, these cards are standard sized. So the size you're going to be looking for are 63 by 88. It does say if you have the base game, you're going to need 108 of these. If you have the deluxe, I think it said 114. So just a few more cards. We'll open this up, take a look at some of them, and then see how the cards fit. Got the, looks like maybe your class here. Let's get the back separated out, like I like to do. Alright, this probably has to do with the panhandling. I don't know, or maybe the action selection, because it was 5 actions. But there's that. These are the hotels. Looks like they might all be the same. It's not many of them. I'm going to assume they're the same because there's double-sided and I didn't see anything different. Alright, then we got the backs here. And these sound like classes possibly, like the entertainer, the prospector, the barmaid, frontiersman, the madam, and the brave. Alright. See if this fits. This is not actually the board game sleeve ones. I do prefer these for a lot of games. If there is no insert, just because it gives you a nice little tuck box. And the nice thing about if you find this brand of sleeves, and it's only in the non-glares, you get a nice little tuck box that when you sleeve up all 50 cards, they're going to fit in there. I never actually tried with the ones that I like to use, which I prefer the Dragon Shield, especially the clear non-glare matte. But as long as you look for standard or that 63 by 88, you should be okay. These are the standard Magic Pokemon size. These are a little bit thicker, is the reason I prefer the Dragon Shields. But I wonder if, I've never tried, if you can fit all the cards in here sleeved up in the Dragon Shields. Because I like that. But it does look like in this case, oh no, it looks like it would be a nice little tuck box to put your cards in. So that's what I prefer, but you can go to any of your LGSs or even your big game stores since they are standard. You should be able to find these at like Walmarts and stuff, but I say support your local game stores and go find those cards there. I should take that out so I don't forget it. Alright, let's look at some of these other cards. These may be, I heard that there are buildings that you can build within the game. And this is what makes you kind of different. And it does look like there's maybe a deck for each player. Now the key will be whether the decks are exactly the same or not. Which I'll just put that down there and kind of look at it. So we got this first building here, we got the saloon. And then here's one from the top one from the other deck. So it does look like you have the exact same deck. Maybe it's just what order you get them in, because here's the poker hall, the express office, the lumber yard, the trading post. So as you can see, various buildings, probably whatever you build is the direction you'd want to go, and then if you have a class that kind of puts you into a different one, that could be nice. And then it looks like I said, there's one for each. Yep, the saloon's same there. So there's one for each color. Cool. A little longer than I expected, but we'll definitely get this to the table. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.